Art on Demand is a production of the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County, brought to you with support from Alys Beach, 30A.com, and Florida Department of State, Division of Cultural Affairs. While these events are provided at no cost to you, we do ask that you donate what you can by visiting our website, culturalartsalliance.com, in order to help the CAA continue to foster creativity, employ artists, and bring you entertainment, education, and engagement through Art on Demand. We hope you love this virtual event.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Art on Demand. I'm Jennifer Steele. I'm the Executive Director of the Cultural Arts Alliance, or the CAA as we are known. And I want to welcome you to my home office. I'm working from home today, as many of you probably are as well. And we created this program in response to the COVID-19 pandemic so that we could continue to provide a connection with our creative community and our audience. And so we hope you've seen all of our episodes. We thought this would be a great opportunity to let you get to know more about the Cultural Arts Alliance and what we do throughout the year. A little bit of history about the Cultural Arts Alliance. In 1989, a group of local artists and volunteers organized the first Walton Beach Fine Arts Festival. Now that's called ArtsQuest. It's still happening today. 2 years later, in 1991, they organized a children's arts festival that eventually became the Flutterby Festival. Both events were designed to showcase local artists and raise money for youth arts education. Because of their success, it became necessary to form an organization, and so in 1993, the Cultural Arts Association was formed. So in the past 27 years, the CAA has grown exponentially. We fine-tuned our traditions, the traditions on which the CAA was founded, which was giving back and supporting arts education. But now we've grown into a much larger organization and a leader in the community. In 2008, the association became the Alliance, and the CAA received official designation by Walton County and the state of Florida as the official local arts agency for Walton County. The CAA is actually one of 4,500 local arts agencies in the United States. And what that means and what our role is as an LAA is to promote, support, and develop the arts at the local level. We work to sustain the health and vitality of the arts and artists while striving to make the arts accessible to all in our community. We are a nonprofit 501c3 organization, and while we are not a part of government, we are fortunate to partner with our leaders to ensure the arts and artists have a voice at the local, state, and national levels.
My name's Robin Wiesneth, and I'd like to tell you why art matters to me and why it matters to our community. This is such a beautiful place that we live in, and we feel so fortunate and lucky that we're here. A lot of times we forget to stop and take a moment and just appreciate our surroundings and the beauty that's around us. So the artists that live here, I think, do a great job of capturing the wonderful emotions and the scenery and the experience of living here on the coast. And we appreciate being here, and we just want to share that with you and sort of let you take some of that feeling home with you in the form of art.
Every single cell in my being is happier when art is in my life, whether it's painting, poetry, music. The CAA brings it all to us in such a palatable form.
I think that art is like the flower to a person, and the beauty helps lift the community's soul and actually is healthy for our community. The CAA is really, really important to me because I believe it gives artists like me an opportunity to want to share what we have, share our gifts.
The one thing that I really admire about the Cultural Arts Alliance is that they foster creativity and arts in the community, and I really embrace that, and as an artist myself, I just really appreciate that.
I hope more people get involved in it. It's very enriching.
So they do wonderful things. We have workshops, they support the artists in their efforts. We have this wonderful foster gallery where we're able to volunteer and contribute and share our work. In addition, we have ArtsQuest every year, which is a fantastic event, bringing in artists from all over the region and the country.
And I love working with them. They're a great group of empowering women, and they allow me to express my creativity and learn on the job, on site, wherever we are, whatever activity we're doing, whether it be in the gallery or a festival like the Flutterby Festival. It's just a great opportunity for everyone to come together and just enjoy each other and enjoy art.
Art matters to me because without art, we wouldn't know who we are, we wouldn't know our history, It is a visual documentation of where we've been, where we want to go, and what's important to us.
The CAA is headquartered at the Bayou Art Center, where we host over 200 art classes annually, offered to adults and children. And our programs also include the 30A Songwriters Festival in January, the Valentine Tour of Homes, ArtsQuest, Art Month South Walton, the Underwater Museum of Art, an Art in Public Spaces program, the Flutterby Festival, a prison art program, and Art on Demand, which you are watching now. So a little bit about me as an individual. I have spent my entire life in South Walton. My grandparents built a home here in the 50s. I spent every summer of my life here, and I moved here permanently in 2000 to co-found the Seaside Repertory Theater. I was the managing director of the theater for 7 years, and then in 2008, I joined the Cultural Arts Alliance as the executive director, and this is my 12th year in leadership. So I'm really proud of the work that has taken place under my leadership. We've grown, we've expanded, we have a fantastic staff, a really supportive board, and hundreds of members, hundreds of volunteers, and it's just a really great organization to be a part of, and I'm really excited for the future. I'm proud of our past, and I'm just really grateful to all who have made it a success so far. The CAA employs 3 full-time and 5 part-time staff and provides work for over 150 production staffers for 4 large-scale events throughout the year. CAA annually recruits 700 volunteers who donate over 7,000 hours of time in service to the CAA, and we have over 500 annual members. The CAA is a membership organization, so if you are not a member, we urge you to join us. Membership is very important in the success of the organization, and it goes a long way in helping us fulfill our mission. We provide earning opportunities for 40 artists and creators through this Art on Demand series and other workshops. And we produce and support large-scale events that provide work for over 800 artists annually. We also provide access, opportunity, and education to the community while generating revenue for our own organization. According to an economic impact study that was conducted by our partner, Walton County Tourist Development Council, the 30A Songwriters Festival makes an economic impact of over $7 million over a 3-day weekend. And that's just one of our events. So we're really proud of the way the arts can truly stimulate the economy, provide jobs to the people who live here, and move our county forward. In 2016, the CAA created the Foster Gallery, which is a professional artist collective featuring about 50 artists a year. So you have 2 options for visiting the Foster Gallery. You can visit us in person in Grand Boulevard 7 days a week, and now we actually have an online gallery, so you can visit our website, culturalartsalliance.com. Also on our website, we have an artist directory, which features all of our artist members. We have over 100 artists who are members of the CAA, and you can go to the website, click on their name, see their work, and then be directed to their own websites where you can purchase their work and learn even more about them.
The art scene in Walton County is pretty thumping, always has been. That's one of the things I love about it.
The CAA has been a connection for me to the arts around here since I moved here in 2007. So being able to talk to the old timers and seeing the direction that the CAA has come has just been so interesting for me, and I'm so glad to be a part of our direction.
What they do for this community is just an amazing representation of what this community is all about, which is a community built on the arts and creativity and entrepreneurship and all of that. And what they do is just a huge benefit to everybody who makes their living around here.
Being involved in the gallery has been major. I think we have a lot of artists and we love each other, we depend on each other, and we sell each other's work, not just ours. And I think we get the blessing from that. Each person does, by reaching out and helping others. I feel like CAA fosters creativity because we have something for children and adults all the way up to older people.
Advocacy is a big part of our mission. We are on bi-monthly calls with arts leaders in our state. We get updates from and we develop strategies for statewide arts advocacy efforts. We work to support the goals of the Florida Cultural Alliance, which advocates for state funding for the arts. And the CAA also supports the goals of Americans for the Arts and benefits greatly from their research and advocacy efforts, especially for funding at the national level. Through our Art for All program, the CAA awards tens of thousands of dollars annually to teachers, students, artists, and arts organizations to help them support their own arts education initiatives. That program is funded through the net proceeds from our successful events like the 30A Songwriters Festival and ArtsQuest, and so that's what makes our events so important. In April of this year, in response to COVID-19, we worked with an individual donor to redirect a grant that was originally intended to expand our visual arts program, but instead we decided it was necessary to create an emergency relief fund for artists during the pandemic. Artists were greatly affected. They lost pretty much all of their income for weeks, months, and so we were really fortunate to be in a position where we could support them. And so far we've awarded over $75,000 to artists in need, and we plan to continue having an emergency fund available to artists should there ever be another need for that.
There are so many wonderful cultural events and programming that the CAA does that really enriches the South Walton and Walton County and 30A experience. And all the people, all the volunteers, all the people that come together to make these things happen. It's a real community effort and a real amazing organization. So yes, I look forward every year to every single event that they do.
The CAA does so much for Walton County, from the visual arts at ArtsQuest, to performing arts at the 30A Songwriters Festival, and then we give back to the community through arts education funding in our schools and grants to teachers. And I really think that this diversity in programming makes the CAA such a special gem in our community.
The Cultural Arts Alliance is essential because it unites our community in so many ways. From showcasing local artists' work, to putting on huge events and festivals, to hosting workshops and so much more. I love the CAA's slogan, Art Matters, and I really firmly stand behind it. I believe art matters because it ignites inspiration and expression. I also believe that art matters because it guides future generations and sparks creative thinking. And we are just really fortunate to have this organization in our community, and I'm honored to have played a part in it.
Yes, art matters. I would put art up there with science, medicine, philosophy, and governance. It's not some accessory to a luxurious society. It's one of its foundational building blocks.
I'm inspired by the collective passion that this group of people, whether it be the staff, the board, the volunteers, or sponsors, it's just inspiring that so many people care so much to ensure that the arts are thriving in Walton County. And I think the reason they do so is because they feel the result of that. They feel the impact of the arts. The arts affect everyone. It affects every aspect of your life, whether you know it or not. And I just, seeing the children who are affected by our grants through Art for All, seeing the teachers reading their testimonials about how a few $100s can help go a long way in incorporating the arts into their curriculum. Seeing people's faces when they're listening to music at the Songwriters Festival, watching the kids create art at the Flutterby Festival. All of those things inspire us to keep going, keep moving forward, when we can truly experience the impact of what we're doing. So like many industries, the arts and the CAA have been greatly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. And without the income from our normally successful events that have been canceled or postponed in 2020, we will need to work extra hard to bring in additional revenue, different revenue streams, including our individual and business memberships, grants, corporate support. So as we move forward, and in light of what we've all been through during the pandemic, we are really focused on innovation, on diversity, inclusion, and cultural equity in our community. We believe that it's the inherent right of all human beings to have broad access to arts experiences, and we want to make sure that all of our programs are reflective of that goal. So now is the best and most important time for the public to become a member of the CAA, for artists to join the CAA, and to help us get through this difficult time and allow us to continue without interruption of our services and programs to the community. Thank you for watching this episode of Art on Demand. I hope you have learned a lot about the Cultural Arts Alliance that you didn't know before. Please go back and visit all of our other Art on Demand episodes if you haven't seen them. They're great learning opportunities, entertainment, they're fun, and we hope to also be bringing you live events in the near future. So stay tuned, become a member, sign up to get our emails through our website, culturalartsalliance.com. You can also become a member through our website, and reach out to us if you have any questions. We really hope to get to know you and bring you into our creative community.
Thank you for experiencing this episode of Art on Demand, presented by the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County, with support from Alys Beach, 30A.com, and Florida Department of State, Division of Cultural Affairs. We hope you explored your creativity and learned something new today. As the creative core of Walton County, the Cultural Arts Alliance of Walton County offers support, connection, and access opportunities for all forms of art, every variety of maker, all levels of learners, and especially art lovers. Through performance, funding, and educational programs, the 501c3 organization directly connects the people of Walton County with the broader view, the critical exploration, and the answers only the arts have the power to provide. If you loved this episode, please visit culturalartsalliance.com and click the donate button to give what you can to help the CAA continue to bring you art on demand. And stay tuned for our next virtual event coming soon.